Hello, I'm Sean, the Teen Librarian here at the Palm Springs Public Library, and this is the tutorial for the Teen Summer Reading Program craft Perler Bead Bowls. In your kit, you'll find some Perler beads and an oven-safe bowl. You'll also need some cooking spray, so make sure you have that handy. Just a couple things to note before we get started. You'll be working with an oven or a toaster oven, so make sure you have an adult or a parent work with you on this one, and have your oven mitts ready to go. Also, somewhere in this video, I'll tell you the secret word for this craft, and you'll need the secret word for Beanstack. So once you've completed this craft, you can go on Beanstack, enter the secret word, and you'll earn a summer reading program badge and a grand prize entry ticket. So again, make sure you listen for the secret word. And without further ado, let's get started. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So first, what you're going to do is take your the oven-safe bowl and go ahead and take the cooking spray and spray on the inside. And you know, you can kind of swirl this around. You don't want it to pool up anywhere, but you do want to coat as much of the inside as you can. Keep in mind that when you put the Perler beads in, you are going to want to go all the way up to the edge because they will kind of shrink down a little bit. So we want to get as much up to the edge as we can so we can have the biggest bowl that we can get possible. Next, go ahead and take your Perler beads. I'm going to work with this color today, and just go ahead and put them in. You can go ahead and start this way, and by this way I mean by spilling them everywhere, by just kind of dumping them in, and then you're going to press them so that they make one layer. So, and that's part of where the cooking spray comes in. The cooking spray does two things. One, it makes it not stick to the surface so you can take the bowl out, and two, it also kind of helps corral the beads until they form. So once you've done this first, the center of the bowl, then you can kind of add to the edge and press there. And just kind of go around. It's okay if you end up with, the Perler beads are going to kind of figure out where they're going to go once you get them in there. So just kind of do it like so. The secret word, for this event, by the way, for this craft, is walrus. W-A-L-R-U-S. Again, the word is walrus. W-A-L-R-U-S. So make sure you enter that in on Beanstack for this week's badge, so you can get a grand prize entry ticket. And there we've got one layer of Perler beads there, and they're pressed up as high as we can to the edge. You can go a little bit higher than that if you want. I don't want to push it too much more because I don't want to move it too much. And now we're ready to put this in the oven at 400 degrees and anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. I would say start checking on it around the 10-minute mark. And then just kind of judge it from there. Basically what you're looking for is for it to melt on the inside, and you want it to kind of harden, or you'll see that it will kind of gel at the bottom here, and of course it won't harden until after it's cooled. So you're just going to kind of eye it, but I would give it at least 10 minutes in the oven for at 400 degrees. All right, we've got our oven at 400 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and put my oven mitt on and get my bowl of Perler beads in. While I was preparing this, I decided to actually add a little orange flare to the rim, so we'll see how that turns out. So hold your breath. We'll see what happens. Again, we're going to put this in there for about 10 minutes. Checking it about 10 minutes. It may go up to about 15. So let's see what happens. All right, it's been 10 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and take this out and take a look at it. Give you an idea of what it should look like. Again, this is going to be very hot, so be very careful. for this, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the camera and show you what we've got so far. So this is what it looks like after about 10 minutes. This is looking pretty good. This is about where it's going to be. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the oven off, leave this open, or if you can find a place to take yours and to let it cool, you want to do that. It's going to take probably about 15 to 20 minutes to cool down. So give it some time to cool down, and then I'll show you how to get it out of the bowl. All right, our Perler Bead bowl has cooled off. So now we're going to go ahead and remove the Perler Bead bowl from the oven safe bowl. I would recommend getting some kind of scraper or have an adult help you, maybe with a X-Acto knife or something like that. But be very careful when you do this, and of course work away from your hand. So starting on the edge, just kind of go around the edge. You may lose a couple of smaller pieces here and there. But that's just the name of the game. And there it goes, it's popping right out. And there is our Perler Bead bowl. The orange rim that I tried came out a little bit differently than I expected, but it's still pretty cool. And this is the finished product. You've got your Perler Bead bowl, boom, right there. Perfect for holding keys, other Perler beads, pretty much anything but water. But yeah, thanks for doing this craft, and make sure you check out our other ones and enter in the secret word that I gave you earlier in this video for this week's badge, so you can get your grand prize entry ticket. All right, thanks.